Okay, so this is. I thought this was an April Fool's article because I laughed when I read this, but so apparently this is so stupid. EA, the execs, so I think it was a CEO, it might have been CFO. Oh, CFO Stuart Canfield said they don't plan any changes right now for the current strategy in their gaming division in regards to a question if they're going to start charging $80 games. And it's like
Okay.
that's interesting because you guys started this when you gave us $70 games. Okay, like what? Huh? Really? You're not gonna follow suit? Really? I look. They say right now. I guarantee you, it's when like the next dumbass NFL or whatever football game comes out. It's got to be.
Oh,
right?
100%.
Yeah, it's
100%, because those are the only games EA makes that actually sell, are those like sports games. Like they've killed all their other franchises so much that like they could charge whatever for those games and they'll still sell. It's kind of like Call of Duty, but obviously the sales are not like relatable at all. But
Right.
like those games just sell because, oh, I need a football game to play. This is the only one, so I'm buying it regardless of price. But yeah, EA started this when they first made games $70. This time the heat's off of them. But for them to make a statement like that, like, oh, we're better than the rest, like, come on, dude.
I actually heard Rosie EA that what's the Prince of Persia, right? That apparently that game did really well. It sold like over 2 million copies, and I think there's
The
like
smaller one, right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
the
it's a
that
roguelike.
just came out.
yeah. Oh wait. Wait, no, I think wait, which one is it? That's a good question. I don't know. I would think of the
I don't think
I think of the
I don't think
roguelike
the
one.
remake. Yeah, I don't think the remake came out yet. I think it's that side scroller one, right? It's like the I can picture the cover art, but I can't think of what the name is.
I have no idea.
But that one apparently it was amazing. Like it was one of the best like platformer like roguelikes, hack and slash, whatever
wait, no.
genre it is.
They had two different ones. One that was a roguelike that was like weird purple, and then they had another one that was not purple. Also,
I don't know, I'll have to look.
that was
But EA also just like other than that has not made a game in like forever, right? Other than like sports games, but they like poop those out every year.
right.
So like, we haven't got a new Battlefield in what?
But
It's
they're
been,
working
like,
on it.
5 years.
Yeah,
right?
but I've been
Since the
keeping
last
up. There's
Battlefield?
like leaks, rumor. Actually, it's just leaks because people are leaking the beta or alpha playtesting.
Right.
And they've said that like it'll. I think I'm not sure if it was a leak or rumor that it's going to be releasing by March of 2026. Because now
Right.
that they know GTA 6, there's a definitive date. They just got to go before. Within reason.
Right. Everybody can now plan accordingly with GTA
Right.
6's like release date. I guess they like published Split Fiction or whatever. That's EA. But
Oh right.
other than that, like we haven't got a new Titanfall. That's like their other, I guess,
They're not.
flagship, right?
Remember? Well, you read that
No.
they canceled. Did we talk about that? Probably should have.
That they canceled the third one?
No, well, people want to say it's a third one. They were working on an extraction looter shooter based in Titanfall. They were actively working on one.
Oh,
And-
I remember that. Yeah. That
yeah.
got canceled a while ago, yeah. But I thought they were still working on Titanfall
No.
3.
Yeah, no, they've never.
That's dumb.
Well, I mean, they never
Wait,
confirmed. I mean, like, there's been times where they said like, no, we're not working on it, but I don't know. People like
Right,
to,
they think
feel like-
about it.
right?
Yeah.
Apex
Like
just
they
makes too
said
much
no,
money.
but really they're lying. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like Apex that keeps them alive. It's their sports games that keep them alive. They release like one good Star Wars game every like couple of years, and that's kind of it. Like otherwise, like EA has no like, bread and butter. I feel like they just ignore everything.
Isn't it just the sports games? That's like their.
It is. It's just the sports games make the money, and that's it.
What else do they need? Like at this point, why do they even
I know.
care?
Well, I don't know what the sales numbers are for like sports games still, but I assume it's enough to like that it's kept them in business, right? Like,
I don't think it's the sale numbers. I think it's the microtransactions.
oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
It could
right.
be that
They
too,
make
yeah.
they made. I think I remember reading. I think they made like $1 billion on like FIFA microtransactions. So like,
But then because of the microtransactions, I guess it just justifies the low sales of the game or whatever.
right. Well, even that. I mean, it's just stupid money. Like absolute stupid money.
Right.
Live Lof SF on Twitch says FIFA carries EA hard, but they got good games. I like
They did.
they
At
yeah
one point,
yeah.
absolutely. I 100%
It's like
agree with you.
the problem is their good games are completely outshined by their terrible practices in other games. You know, it's like that first Star Wars game, Survivor. I don't know what the first one was.
Yeah. Jedi Fallen Order and then Survivor.
Oh yeah, Fallen Order. I heard it was just amazing. Like it was one of the best Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
Oh, both of them were like just so good. I always forget too that EA publishes Mass Effect, so I guess they have that like kind of.
Well, they are working on
that corner.
Yeah, they're working on that.
But otherwise, yeah. Like I mean, we have not seen just like an EA game in so long. I like forget they exist most days, honestly.
I just know they exist when I hear Battlefield news, which I'm stupidly excited for. But
right.
Yeah, it's just I believe they're trying to save face, look a little better. Like, oh, we don't have any plans to make $80 games, but then the second the next FIFA or football game comes out, it's done. It's like
right,
okay,
then we're funded for the next year, right?
Right. I mean, God, and it just kills me because like I hate them for those games. I really do, purely because it's recycled slop and people just eat it up. The community is actually brainwashed. I'm willing to put on bat and say that they're brainwashed, considering every game, not only the same, they find like old assets and the same glitches and bugs, which is just wild.
Yeah, they literally like copy and paste the code for that game every year, and like I don't even know how they like up the graphics. They literally just put a fresh coat of paint over it, I'm pretty sure, and like that's it.
I watched an interesting video on it, and that the reason it got so bad is because at one point they switched from a physics-based like engine where like when you tackle each other it's physics to animation-based, where like you get hit at this point, it's gonna be this animation specifically, and apparently it ruins the immersion because there's a lot of like clipping and a lot of things that just don't make sense for like the animation to happen. But either way, like, I wouldn't put it past EA to try and price these games at 100. Ubisoft might have been the ones that coined quadruple A game. I feel like EA really would have been the one if they didn't.
EA was probably working on that, and they're probably mad that they can't take that anymore, right? Like, I don't know. It's just, they've always been like such a scummy company, but I feel like they've just been in the shadows for a little while right now.
Right.
And they're just waiting for their time to strike.
Well, it's like they have to be doing relatively well. Apex is always, I mean, I hear controversial things about Apex and like how well it's doing, but they have Apex, which is a live service. They have their football game, which is basically a live service plus insane microtransactions.
Their yearly launch that they do.
FIFA. Oh wait, no. Well, wait, was it FIFA that had the change? Right? They got sued or something, and it's not FIFA anymore. It's like Football Club or something now. Yeah, right.
FIFA didn't want their name in their mouths or something.
So like they're, I don't know. They'll probably just never die, and they'll probably. I just think by next year we're going to see the $80 games. It's just funny that they're all high and mighty about not.
Right, about being the ones that didn't start the $80 trend.
It's like, what about the $70 one? No, that was.
What are you talking about? That wasn't us. No. We didn't do that.
Nope. Well, you don't.
$70? No, that wasn't. No, that couldn't have been us. We've always charged $60 for our games.
Really? Fuck no.
No.
Could it be us?
Yeah. I mean, and not to say like EA can't make good games or that they like. I mean, they don't personally make them; they just publish them. But like anything like the Mass Effect guys, other than Andromeda, like Cookout, are like really good. Like all the Star Wars games, to reiterate, like they've all been pretty good except for like Outlaws. But I think that was Ubisoft.
Yeah, anyway. Ubisoft.
Yeah. And Battlefield, like we still get super excited for Battlefield every year. I want another Battlefield game on the like scale of Battlefield 3 and 4. Those games were incredible. So
every time I hear Battlefield, I just like drool a little bit. I was please. Yeah. It's like the next big game for me was after, Nintendo, I guess.
Yeah.
I want it so bad.
I want.
But they did so the price will remain the same for now, but quote unquote at the moment.
At the moment.
At the moment. So like at the moment it's $70. Don't worry. Tomorrow's a new day though. Tomorrow's a new day.
Right. Tomorrow, 80, maybe 90. I don't know. We'll see.